Hello everybody and welcome back to the HP Lair, where today we're going to do yet another ranking video. I enjoyed doing last week so much that I figured, I'll do another one. Except this time, we are not doing Universal Studios, we're going back to the movies, and I thought it'd be fun to rank each individual ending scenes to all 8 movies. Before I recorded this, I actually recorded half of ranking the movies, but then I was going way too much into detail, and I realized it's probably going to be really boring and hard to edit. And so I scrapped that idea, and I thought this will probably be better. And so here we are now. Let's not waste much more time though, but I do want to talk about what I mean by ending scenes. I mean the last scenes of the movie. That's what I mean. And it's, like, we'll get into it, whatever. Let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. At our number 8 spot, we have the Prisoner of Azkaban ending scene. There really isn't much to say about it. The last scene, and I'm not including the whole finale of it, just literally the last scene. I'm going to try to do just like the last location of each scene, but I may change it up a little bit later. But I'm going to try to just do like the last location where they were. I'm not going to like cut between locations. Like with Prisoner, we're in the Great Hall and that's it, right? So it's fine. It's fine. This is like the only one that I don't necessarily. It's not that I don't like it. It's just like we were just on such an emotional high, and then now we have Harry get on his firebolt, fly for a second, scream, and then we have this ridiculous looking still shot of him at the end. And it's fine, and it's still, it's a good ending to it. It's just it's not nearly as impactful as the rest of them are. And it's also just kind of, I cannot get over that still shot of Harry. Now, yeah, no, I can't. It's bad. It's not bad, but that still shot is bad. The ending's not bad. It's just not nearly as impactful and doesn't leave you as, in the spirit of Harry Potter as the rest of them do. Now, the first shot of the credits do, but we're not talking about the first shot of the credits. We're talking about the ending scenes. And this one just doesn't do it for me as much as the other ones do. It's still great and it's funny, but, there just isn't much to it. Just Harry riding his broomstick gets away. Anyway, that's the worst of the bunch done. It's still fine, but the rest of them are much better, and I will go to much more detail about. But for our number 7th spot, I believe. Let me think about it. Oh man, yeah. So now it's gonna get a lot harder because the rest of them are pretty close together, except for top 2. But I think we're gonna do probably the Order of the Phoenix, which hurts me to say because I do love the ending, but again, there isn't much to it. Like a lot of the other ones have a lot more to the ending scene, but this one is just, you have Harry, Ron, Hermione walking to Hogsmeade Station, and then Harry says, and it has one of my favorite quotes in it, don't get me wrong. And again, I love it, but all it is just Harry, Ron, and Hermione walking down, after this incredible movie, walking down Hogsmeade Station to the train. Like I said earlier, the quote is when Harry says, I've been thinking about something Dumbledore said to me. That even though we have a fight ahead of us, we have something Voldemort doesn't have. Something worth fighting for. And I love that line. It's brilliant. It's awesome. It's just not as much to talk about as the rest of them are. And it's still great. I love it. I like it more than Prisoners, I think. And especially that the last part of it it pans up and you see Hogwarts. And you have the beautiful Nicholas Hooper score behind it. But it's just not as impactful as the rest of them. Because like Harry Potter has such great ending scenes that always have like emotional highs and everything. But this one just, it's still a great emotional scene. It's just them walking, which is fine, but again, there's just not much to talk about. If I had more to talk about, I might put it higher. It's just them walking, and then you have a good scene at Hogwarts, though. But we're already going to our number 6 spot, which I am going to talk a little bit more about because just how sick it is. And this is probably the coolest of all the endings. And that is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And no, I'm not talking about when Dobby dies. That's not the ending scene. The ending scene takes place a little closer to Hogwarts, on the island where Dumbledore's body is laying. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about the part where Lord Voldemort retrieves the Elder Wand. It's a little bit spooky, just because it's like you got like this boom, 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 boom music. Such impact. You had this really sad moment right before when Dobby dies, and then it's like, oh no, what else could happen? And then you see Voldemort do this cool magic where he breaks open Dumbledore's tomb, and then you see him looming over Dumbledore, looking at him like, you've lost, old man. And then you see him with the Elder Wand, and then he launches the lightning strike in the air, and that's the end of the movie. Like that one, if you want to talk about impactful, that's an impactful ending. It's just so much, but the reason that it's lower than the rest of them is because it plays with your emotions in a much different way than the rest of them do. The rest of them have either nostalgia tied to it, or happiness tied to it, or even sadness tied to it. But this one has almost fear tied to it, and a much less like emotional tie to it. You know what I'm saying? This one's just like really cool, which I love really cool things. That's why I love Harry Potter. One reason why I love Harry Potter. But it's just not, you know, that emotion it's not an emotion that's going to stick with you. It's just cool, you know. But it is really cool. And again, I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I believe that the Harry Potter movies are some of the most stunningly choreographed and shot scenes. Yes, choreographed, that's not the right word though. Like, it's just like the most stunning looking movies. They look incredible, and Voldemort is just has such a presence, and I think this scene really captures his character, where he's like, I won. He thinks, like in this case, he thinks he's won. He has the Elder Wand, there's nothing you can do about it. He thinks he's won. He hasn't. Dumbledore knew this, and I don't think Harry knew this, but Dumbledore knew this, but he thinks he's won. When in reality, he lost a long time ago, kind of, I guess. Not really, but kind of. But yeah, it's just cool. And I think that's why it's so low, because it's just cool. It's still really cool. It's just cool. Anyway, that's about it for part 1. We're already. You think this video's going fast? I know you do. But I mean, but when we get up to the top ones, we're gonna start getting more and more to the talking about it. So, you know. But I'm trying to think which number we're on. For our number 5 spot, we have Harry Potter, my personal favorite movie of the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Now we're getting into the emotional high stuff here. We have, yeah, this one's a good one. This one's a really good one. Oh yeah. So imagine you're in the theater in 2004 and you're watching Goblet of Fire for the first time. You watch this incredibly awesome and emotional movie, and you're really sad because Cedric died and scared because Voldemort's back. But then you look on the screen and the characters are still smiling. Why? Because they have each other. And then Hermione's like, oh man. And then you have, sorry, something just fell on my laptop. And then you see the Beauxbatons saying goodbye to each other. And you have, to the Hogwarts students in Durmstrang, and then vice versa. And you have all the characters you've grown to love leaving. You have this emotional music called, I think it's called Hogwarts Hymn, by not Nicholas Hooper, it's Patrick Doyle. And then after all that, you have Hermione who says, Ron, who says, do you think we'll ever have a quiet year at Hogwarts? And Hermione says, no. And then Ron says, oh well, what's life without a few dragons? And that is one of my absolute favorite quotes, and probably will be my senior quote. I love that quote because it shows how the people of Hogwarts are different from the people of Voldemort, because they have again, as Harry said earlier, they have something worth fighting for. And they have joy in their hearts. They have love. And it's just so cool. And then you have this, again, a crazy awesome score going behind you by, Patrick Doyle. And then you have this absolutely amazing shot of the end, where you have the Golden Trio walk up and you see the Beauxbaton carriage fly away. And the last shot is not of Hogwarts, surprisingly. No, it's it's pretty much marking the end of the Triwizard Tournament and this era of Harry's life. It's such a beautiful shot. You have the beautiful music again, and you have the Durmstrang ship sink down to the bottom, or not to the bottom, but below the Black Lake, or I guess it really isn't the Black Lake, but whatever. And then you have the Beauxbaton carriage flying away, and then the credits fade, or the screen fades, and then cue the credits. And it's just such an emotional high. Again, because you just went through this huge, awesome, incredible movie. I know it's the least accurate, but it's an incredible movie. And then you see, your favorite characters who just went through something hard, but are still happy. And, and then at the very end of the credits, I know this is completely off topic, but I think it's funny and something more people should know about. The very end of the credits says, "No dragons were harmed at the filming of this movie," which I think is really funny. Anyway, that leads us to our number 4 spot. Let me think about it for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. A lot of people won't like this, but I do, because it's my list and not yours. I'm kidding. We're going with possibly the most famous of the endings, and that is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone / Philosopher's Stone. Listen. The ending of this movie is so... it's just so precious, bro. There's no better word for it. It's precious and it's magical. You have... one of the best John Williams songs, maybe the most famous besides Hedwig's theme of the Harry Potter songs, Leaving Hogwarts going behind it. And that in itself gives me chills every time. And then you have Harry and Hagrid's beautiful relationship, bro. That you can see how much love Hagrid has for Harry, and they hug, and then Hagrid starts to cry, and he's like, get out of here. And then you see this amazing shot of the Golden Trio looking back, and then Hermione says, I'm not joking. I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. Hermione says, "It feels strange to be going home, doesn't it?" And Harry says, "I'm not going home. Not really." Oh man, it's so good. I literally have chills. That might be because it's cold in my room right now, but it's not. It's just such a beautiful scene, dude. And then they go in, Harry's waving at Hagrid. Hagrid's waving all the way till he can't see him anymore. You have the and then and it pans up to see Hagrid walking away at Hogsmeade Station, the beautiful Scarlet Engine running away, and you just see the most stunning castle, Hogwarts Castle up, and then the credits wave, and then I love that part, dude. And I'm sitting right here getting chills from this scene. Imagine how much more I love the rest of the scenes. Okay? I love that scene. I feel like that might be the one that I've seen the most, or the least. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm not as familiar with that one as the rest of them, because I definitely, at least for a while, not anymore, but I watched Stone the least for some reason, besides the last two, part 1 and part 2. But I've been watching a lot more recently, and I just love that scene. I don't know, bro. I just do. But guess what? We're in our top 3 territory, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Top 3 territory we have. For number 3. I'm gonna mix up the rules a little bit with this one because I just have to. I have to, okay? We have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Yeah, we do. We do. We just do. Man, I love it. Because it ends. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm separating it from the last scene of the 7th year, as Harry's 7th year, and then the epilogue. I'm separating those two. So right now I'm talking about I'm not separating them like in the list. I'm separating them at like in this movie and number 3. So I'm going to talk about first the end of like the Battle of Hogwarts. So, it's just so powerful. It's so moving. Because you see, for one last time, literally one last time, you see the characters you've grown to love over Harry's last 7 years. You see Hagrid for the last time. You see Slughorn for the last time. You see all these people for the last time. And then it ends with Harry, Ron, and Hermione on one of the bridges of Hogwarts. And then, dude, it's just so good. And then you see Ron's like, what are we gonna do with the Elder Wand? Ron's like, Hermione's like, we? I mean, and then Ron's like, that's the most powerful wand in existence. And then Harry's looking at it, and he goes, what if we just... And he starts to do something you never expected. Not even in the books. He starts to break it. Because Harry, he didn't want that power. He accepted death, and that in itself made him the master of death. That's what the Deathly Hallows does for you. The Elder Wand, the Invisibility Cloak, and the Resurrection Stone. It makes you the master of death. But being the master of death does not mean you live forever. It means you accepted death as inevitability. And Harry didn't want that power. Harry didn't want the power of the Elder Wand. And not only that, he didn't want other people to have it. And so he broke it, and he ended that cycle. He didn't want to see another Voldemort get it. And so he snapped it, and he threw it away. Now in the books, he actually fixed his original Holly Wand, which was really cool when I read it. I remember reading it like, that's different. And it's really cool. And a lot of people don't like what he did in the movie, but I think it's really moving and shows Harry's character. He doesn't want that power. That's not what he's not about power. He's about love and friendship, you know? And I think it's really cool. And then whenever he starts breaking it, you have that, oh man, top 5, top 3 favorite Harry Potter songs for me. I know I said like every song, but this really is. It's called A New Beginning by Alexander Desplat. And it's just, oh man, it's so beautiful. And then I'm getting chills again, bro. It's yeah. You see your favorite characters walk up, stand next to each other, holding hands. The camera pans away, playing this beautiful music, and you know, all was well. And then, we're not done with part 2 yet. 19 years later, huh? You see Harry, Ron, and Hermione once more. But this time they're older. 19 years to be exact. And they have little kids of their own. And they're sending them to Hogwarts for their journey. Just like they did. And Harry talks with his son Albus. I'm not going to go into how ridiculous Harry's sons' names are. I'm also not going to go into the Cursed Child because I can't stand the Cursed Child. And he says that, and Albus is like, Dad, what if I am put in Slytherin? And Harry says the most hairy thing of all time. He says, then Slytherin House would have gained an amazing wizard. And he says, one of the bravest wizards, one of the bravest men I ever knew was in Slytherin. No, wait, hold on. That's not what it says. Because, hold on, I remember now. He says, Albus Severus Potter, you are named after one. What does he say exactly? He says, hold on, let me think about it. He says, you were named by one of the greatest headmasters of Hogwarts, who is Slytherin, and he was the bravest man I ever knew. And then, he sends him off to the train, and then you hear leaving Hogwarts, bro, which is the one that plays at the end of Stone, and it's just such a whatever they call it moment. Oh man, full circle moment, where you see Harry and Hermione one last time, a little bit older, but still the same people, as whatever it was years ago. And then you're reminded of the first movie, and you're leaving Hogwarts, and that's the last song that plays till the credits roll. And it's just, man, that part is so hard. It's really hard to watch because it's over, but you can go watch the first one again, or read the first one again, whatever you want to do. And it's just, talk about an emotional high. Like, the difference between the end of this list, emotionally, to this one is ridiculous. It's just, it's just amazing. But that leads me to our number 2 spot. And that is, what's it going to be? Guess. Make your guess. I'm giving you a guess. I'll give you 2 seconds to guess. You only have 2 movies left. What is it? It is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Man, I watched the end of this one last night. As of recording last night, and dude, it gives me chills every time I watch it. Like, I know I said that about every single one of these, but it really, it gets me on an emotional high every time I watch it, but a different kind of emotional high. This movie does not end happily. This movie ends very sadly, because you just watched the most powerful wizard of all time die at the hands of Severus Snape, and you don't know what to think, and you know that it's about to get bad, because the only thing stopping a war from happening is Albus Dumbledore, and he died. And you're real sad, and and Harry's talking about how he has to finish whatever Dumbledore started, and he's like, I'll let you know where I am when I can. And then Hermione's like, Harry, I've always admired your courage, but sometimes you can be really thick. You don't think you can find all those Horcruxes alone, do you? And then, oh man, and then you see probably one of the saddest moments in all the Harry Potter movies, which is saying something. There's a lot of sad moments, but this one is just, it's beautiful and sad at the same time. And by the way, this might be the most beautiful scene in all of Harry Potter. Like, beautifully, looking scene. It's just it's so stunning to look at. Especially Hogwarts. Even Harry says, I never realized how beautiful this place was. And then you see the part I was talking about. You see Fawkes fly away, probably never to be seen again, for his master died, and he's singing in a sad mourning song. You see him fly away, and then, man, oh man, you figure out that the Horcrux is fake, and you're like, what? And then, Harry and Hermione are talking, and you just can sense how much they love each other, all 3 of them. Ron doesn't say anything in this scene, but you can still sense how much they all 3 love each other. What does Hermione say? Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, Ron's like, I think you're brilliant. You both are. And you can just sense how much they love each other. And yeah. The scene is beautiful. And now I don't know what song is called that plays at the end of this one. But whatever it is, it's amazing. And then, you see Ron and Hermione and Harry walk to the end of the astronomy tower, I think it is. It might not be, but whatever. Stand there as Fawkes flies away. And then the screen goes dark. And it's time to go hunt some Horcruxes. Anyway, I just love the ending of that one. Like, it's really sad, obviously, but it also is really uplifting because, they still love each other. It's the same reason why Goblet's so uplifting because, even after all this bad is happening, they still have each other. And, they're preparing for war, sure, but they love each other. And I don't know, I think it's really good. Anyway, that leads us to our number 1 spot. And this one might come to a surprise for most. And obviously you already know what it is because if you did whatever it's called, if you just process of elimination. But for our number 1 spot, we have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Which, by the way, in my opinion, is the most underrated Harry Potter movie. I don't think you can see enough love for it. I think it's so good, dude. I love that movie. But the ending of this one comes right after Dobby is freed. We're in the Great Hall. And, oh man, it's so good. And then everybody who's petrified is alright again. And then you see Harry, Ron, and Hermione come back together again because Hermione's petrified. But then you have the most precious shot in all of them when Harry and Ron look back to see Hermione again, and there's huge smiles on their face. And then Hermione runs to him and then hugs him, except for Ron. She shakes his hand, which is really funny. And then Dumbledore's talking about how all exams are canceled, and then Hagrid bursts in. It's like, sorry I'm late. And then he goes to and he's talking about how Errol he was a little late because of that, but whatever. And he goes up to see Harry, and he's like, I thought I'd say thank you, because without you and Ron, and Hermione, of course, I'd still be, where. And then Harry says, there's no Hogwarts without you, Hagrid. And then it's playing my personal favorite, I know I've said it 1,000 times, my personal favorite Harry Potter song, Reunion of Friends, for obvious reasons is what it's called. Which is very similar to Leaving Hogwarts, except for the end. And then Dumbledore gets up, starts clapping for him. Everybody starts clapping for him. The music is blaring in your ears. Everybody's crying. You start crying. Don't tell me you're not. You are. And then you have a pan off. It's panning across all the characters. You see all the characters you love. Dumbledore in the middle, and it pans out the window, and then playing blasting music, and you see Hogwarts one last time in this movie, ending on the most emotional high you've ever seen in your life. And then it cuts. Movie's over. Yeah, it's just amazing. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, stay blessed, stay magical, and as always, boop that snoot. Oh, she's booping you.